2024 is soon coming to the end, and there's a lot of things that I've learned. There's been some ups, but then there's also been some downs. But before we get into this, sorry for not posting for a very long time. Once school came around, it was hard to even do anything like this, the YouTube stuff. So one of the first things I learned I've tried to grow from, is idolatry and not like putting things first before God. God should always be our number one. So it could be something even as simple as, instead of making time, or instead of like making sure that we're like reading our Bible, talking to God, that we use that time to go like hang out with friends, or we use that time to spend time on our phones, on social media, or whatever it might be. Yes, we should always continue to do those things, but making sure that God is our number one. So maybe when we wake up, making sure that we're reading our Bible or talking to Him throughout the day, spending time in our Word, listening to music that glorifies Him, just going to Him first in whatever situations that we are going through. It says in 1 Corinthians 10:14, "Therefore, my dear friends, flee from idolatry." It's plain and simple as that. It is something that we're supposed to run away from. Don't even try to mix it in. Even later in the chapter, it says that you cannot drink from the cup of the Lord and then also the cup of demons. We can't be halfway in, halfway out. It says in Galatians 5:19-20, the acts of the flesh, and one of them is idolatry. When we act out in our flesh, we just do things in a worse, bad way. Plain and simple, when we act in the flesh, we are not doing things that please God. It isn't right. The next thing that I've learned is that you're not behind. There's been many things that happened around me where I felt like maybe I wasn't as good as everybody else, or it's something new that I was trying, and I felt that I just wasn't good enough, or I was just like behind, and just comparing myself to others or other things. And just know that there is a time for everything, as it says in Ecclesiastes 3:1. There's a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. Then also in Psalms 37:7, "Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for Him. Do not fret when people succeed in their ways, when they carry out their wicked schemes." So whether it's somebody who is a Christian or not, just know that God's timing is perfect. His ways are higher than our ways. His thoughts are higher than our thoughts. His plans are better than our plans. And know that He lives outside of time too, because like 1,000 years can only be one day for Him. So just trust that He knows what He's doing, so we can get the best out of it. The next thing that I wanted to learn or improve on is bearing the fruit of the Spirit. Basically, when we have the Holy Spirit inside of us, we are given attributes that help us live more like Christ and